Bonjour, mon amis, et les John. I'm just going to dive into this video. And I'm probably going to get a lot of shit and hate for this, but hey, it's got to be said, because I was talking with somebody the other day about this, yesterday to be exact. When I first heard about this whole Candy Crush shit, and how everyone seems to like this game, I was a bit intrigued. Likewise, me being a gamer, I was a bit intrigued and curious to do a little insight on this. And I looked at the game itself, and I'm looking at it, and I'm just like, is this really it? What is so special about this game? Other than a bunch of drooling sheep play this game. I hate to say it, but you know, it's kind of like with people that play Angry Birds. I played Angry Birds. It's not a bad game, but I'm just, you know, I'm sorry. Whenever I play video games, I think of video games. Today's answers and, you know, the little handheld games, whatever, that's not what I think of for the pinnacle of gaming, and it's never going to be. But as far as the casual market is concerned, yeah, it is. And I mean, it's a puzzle game. If you're going to play a puzzle game, at least play one that's good. This game is so similar to what I've seen already, and it's just, you know, it's just like what I said before about the Killer Instinct game, the new one that's being made. It just doesn't have a sense of identity to me. It's just one of those ones that just so happen to get some spotlight. And I don't know. If you're going to play a puzzle game, play a good one. Like, well, I'm not going to say the most obvious of answer, Tetris, because I mean, that's the fucking godfather of them all. The one I would recommend is Luminous. If not Luminous, Shatter, and hey, everybody's favorite puzzle game, Portal, because it is technically a Portal. It is technically a puzzle game. Same with even Super Meat Boy. It's a platformer, but it's designed like a puzzle. But yeah, you know, okay, with the mobile device aspect in the gaming industry, the audience of who are potential gamers has now been broadened. You know, the games I named, they're all console games. They may not necessarily be convenient to play on your little mobile device, whether it be like a tablet or an iPad or a smartphone or whatever. But, you know, now that the audience has been broadened, is that necessarily a good thing? You know, because that really depends on who looks at it from that perspective. For me, I don't think it's a good thing, because it doesn't change anything. And if it's anything, it makes it so that we don't get the really good games as much as we used to. We get a lot of games that are very safe and easy to market towards a certain demographic of people, but they don't really have, you know what I'm saying, these companies, they don't really take any chances. They don't really have any sense of semblance. Like, I was talking with a friend the other night about the Silent Hill games, and she was telling me how much she liked the Downpour, which I didn't really particularly care for, but, you know, a lot of people say that Silent Hill 2 was the best in the series, and I proudly have the PS2 version of that game, and I played it and beat it like 3 or 4 months ago. The game is like 10 years old. And yeah, I remember playing it back in my days when I was in college. Those good times passing the game around. We didn't even have a memory card to save the damn information, so the PS2 stayed on for weeks, passing the game around, refusing to look up the codes and puzzles online to solve the problems and everything. And I remember the ending and just everything that we went through to get to the final ordeal. And it was, oh man. Yeah, it's nostalgia, but I mean, at the same time, Silent Hill 2 is definitely a game that anybody should check out. And my friend that I was talking to at the time, she was like, so the game means a bit more to you than just the game itself. And I'm like, yeah, it does. Because, I mean, I'm looking at today's games, and this Candy Crush being one of the prime examples of what we're just not going to remember. You know, 10, 20 years are going to pass by, and then it's going to be time to look back in the past, and this is not going to be one of those milestones. It's just going to be something that's going to be sneezed at in the same instance of which the breath was taken to even be interested in it, or even so much to look in its direction. I think it's not that good of a game. I think it's overrated. I think the hype for it is overrated. And hey, if you want to disagree with me, that's fine. But I'm gonna go play a better puzzle game. I think I'm gonna play some Luminous. It's been about like 5 years. I'm still a champ at it though. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say in terms of that. With the audience being broadened, however, one still has the question: is the future of gaming looking much better? Because I mean, the new consoles are coming out, but it's too early to call. We have to wait and see what games they produce. And everybody knows that when new consoles come out, not many good games come out. So we're going to have to take some time. Au revoir. Merci, mon amis. Thanks for watching. More to come.